So in this topic, in this video, I'm going to share one very important concept that we have learned in our strategic classes. Then that concept is called switching cost. Because this switching cost helps the company to get a competitive advantage for them, and it helps the company to retain employees, retain customers. So let me explain this with a very simple example. The example I'm bringing is of Apple. So what Apple has created is it has a diverse set of products and services, and that helps to create an ecosystem. So whenever a customer buys an Apple product, it also buys services and other products with time. Like yeah, someone when buys an Apple phone, the next tab that he goes on to buy are the Apple iPads. Then he buys Apple Pencil. Then he buys Apple Watch. Then Mac. And if then there are various softwares under those, like Apple Music or the Apple Notepad. So this has created us atmosphere for him. And if he wants to switch from Apple to Android, then the entire ecosystems break, because now the Android mobile will not be able to link with the Apple Watch, iPad. Sharing of files will be a problematic. Then syncing with the Mac laptops are also an issue. So this restricts the customer within the Apple ecosystem itself, because one cannot invest so much amount of money to move from iOS to Android. And also the problem is that it's not about time, it also the money, it's also about the time, because then you have to share the data from Apple ecosystem to the Android ecosystem, which is also tedious things. So these things creates a high switching cost for the customers, and they stick with Apple, and the loyalty with them increases. And this is the way other companies are doing this, so as to retain more and more customers. Like we can see the example of Geo. What Geo is doing, that Geo is offering various OTT platforms with the subscription. So you are buying the broadband from them, but also they you with it there is bundling of OTT and entertainment services as well. Like the Geo Fiber, you are getting set-up box, so much of OTT content in them, then the Wi-Fi services from Geo. So when you want to switch from Geo to other platform, then you have to first see what the OTT platforms are they offering, whether there is cost competitiveness or not. And even if you switch to other telecom, then the user interface is completely different. So if you have a aged parents, they will face a lot of issues navigating the new thing, and hence you stick with the older plan. So this is what is switching cost, and companies are very much using this and trying to create an ecosystem so that you live within it. You increases their revenue by buying multiple products. Like example, in B2B segment, when talking about Microsoft and Google creates this type of ecosystem, because where companies buys a Microsoft platform like the Outlook, it doesn't just buy the Outlook, it brings the entire Microsoft 365. So where you will be getting Outlook, then premium subscription of Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel. So if any company wants to move from Microsoft to Google, so the entire system has to be moved. The entire so much of data has to be transferred from Microsoft system to the Google system, and it will take a huge amount of time, effort, and also the new interface. So people sticks with whatever the business has subscribed to. If someone has subscribed to Google services, they will remain in the Google interface, and if some businesses are subscribes to Microsoft system, they will remain in the Microsoft system. So here the software companies are creating the ecosystem and creating high switching cost. So if you want to analyze industries and see the companies, you can see it from this point of view why these companies are successful. So this is one such topic that I shared. In the next videos I'm going to bring more strategic frameworks or the concepts that will help you to analyze the companies and bring more and more points while you are facing an interview.